Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's Laurie, and I'm here to do your 12 houses reading. We're going to go ahead and see what's happening for you, who you're interacting with, what different houses have in store for you. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. Life is an adventure, and I hope you are making it a fun and enjoyable one. All right, let's get this laid out here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and your 12th house. All right, let's get some energy here, see what's happening. This is for anybody who comes across it, okay? So you don't have to be a Libra. You could have Libra in your chart. Of course, you can be one of my lovely, lovely Libras. But if you are coming across this message and it makes sense to you, it's meant for you. All right, we're going to start with house 1, which is your house of Aries, the house of self, how you view yourself, how the world is, how you're portraying yourself to the world right now. Defensive, holding your own for some of you, but there's defensive energy here. Possibly, some people are thinking you're argumentative. That's not for everybody. You're going to have to discern what portion of what is said is for you and what is not. Because Libras are not argumentative. However, some people are viewing you right now, and this is not specifically for Libra, but that's why I say you have to discern for yourself what is for you. Some people may be seeing Libra as being defensive or argumentative in the sense that you're just saying, yeah, you know, like you're trying to portray that you agree with them, but they know that what you're saying and your agreement is fake. Okay, they know that. You're trying to keep the peace. You're trying to be, harmonious, not have an argument. But whoever you're dealing with can feel that energy. Now, others of you, this is about defending something you've earned and trying to hang on to it, to keep it. Somebody else may be wanting it, like the government may be saying you owe. It could be a relative, a friend that says, hey, I gave you something, I need it back. And I don't know what this is. It feels like retrograde energy. But as far as I know, most everything, Mercury's definitely gone direct again. So I haven't checked my calendar to know what's going on because I've just not been feeling well. If you know, please feel free to drop it in the comments for anyone else who comes across the message, what the retrogrades are today. All right, so some of you are being acknowledged as somebody who can hold their own, that can stand their ground, that can defend themselves, knows how to handle themselves. But there's an edge to your energy right now that somebody around you is feeling. You may be feeling prickly, okay? And that may be what's being portrayed here. All right, let's move on to your second house, which is the house of Taurus. How you view money, how you handle money, how you handle things that you consider worthy. Whether it's money, people, jobs, ideas, this is your house of value. All right. Oh, we've got the Hanged Man. Let me check something. Nope. Okay, this is in reverse. So you're not sacrificing anything right now. In fact, I'm hearing you're trying to keep what you have. You are not giving up what's yours to anybody else at this point. You are hanging on dearly for something you have earned, fought for. I just heard raised, and then I got an image of children. So maybe you're defending your status as a parent. That's interesting. But you are definitely not sacrificing for anybody else at this time. Yourself for anybody else. Like, you're not going to be thrown under the bus. You're not going to allow people to trample on you. You're not going to let anyone take something that belongs to you. And this could be your reputation. You may have worked very hard for a good reputation, a respectful member of society. And somebody may be coming at you right now, and you're defending your reputation. Okay, and it doesn't have to be huge. It could be simple, somebody around you. And this may tie into today's earlier message for Libra, the daily. Yeah, there's definitely a resonance going on here. Like, I feel a little bit of lingering energy there. So you may want to check that out. I will attach it to the end of this video. Okay. Are we going to move? Yeah, we're going to move on. Okay, so this is Gemini, your third house. Your house of day-to-day living. How you are communicating with people. How your words are being perceived. What's going on? And I picked that up wrong. Okay, so the King of Swords. Somebody's misinterpreting your words. You're very clear with somebody, but they are taking your words and either twisting them or just not really hearing what you're saying. And again, I'm getting an energy of somebody feels like you're being harsh, defensive, critical, but it's them. It's their energy towards you. And they think that they're saying and doing what they're doing in response to what you have said or done. Okay. Wow, it's amazing how that happens. Ask yourself, do you even know where this began? Like, this argument. Where did this disagreement start? Can you even figure that out? You probably can. And it probably starts with them, because I'm getting that this person you're dealing with is not good at, first of all, they don't like corrective criticism. They don't know how to handle that. They just think corrective criticism is an attack on them. Or they just don't listen. They only listen to hear what they want to hear so that they can respond. So I get that they don't. Somebody around you does not listen to you, does not hear what you're actually saying. And this could also be intentional on their part to twist your words so that they can get what they want. But you're definitely being very clear in communicating. No, I don't want that. No, this is mine. Yes, you can go do that. No, I'm not participating. You're very clear. There's no in between. Now, somebody, remember we did say at the beginning, somebody was feeling like you were just saying yes to appease them or no to appease them or whatever. That could be tying in here. Okay, so they may be perceiving how you're responding. Okay, so if that is resonating with you, where Spirit was saying that somebody around you feels like you are just going, yep, trying to be harmonious and peaceful, this person is the one that really doesn't listen. Okay, but they're also feeling like you're being harsh and cruel and not really listening to them. So if that's you, if that's making sense to you, take a moment, take a deep breath, and see if you can maybe just not react or respond, or find a different way. Because I really do think you're using clear language, but they can't hear that for some reason. So can you find a different way to convey exactly the same energy without, I don't even want to say without anything. It's their interpretation. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to say it differently. This is only if you're trying to find a way to connect. All right. If you want to get past the difficulty, if you want to get past the challenge here, kind of saying it in a different way might help. All right, let's move into your family life, your home, what's going on there, your house of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, and your emotions, okay? Your deeper emotions of protectiveness, of love, compassion, so on and so forth. Got the Hermit. You're on a new path. You're starting something different. Yeah, see, I think that may be why you're holding and defensive here, because you're doing something new, you're doing something different, that because you earned it. You worked for this. You put energy and time into this. And it's bringing you a different lifestyle, which is new to you, even though you have experience in whatever you created here. There's a newness that feels I don't even know how to put this. I'm getting an image of a parent again. Maybe I'm getting my daughter who adopted her husband's kids and non-children. I'm getting like, she's a really good mom. You're a really good parent, but somebody is questioning this. Now that could be like the courts or whatever you want to call it, CPS, because they have to do that. And maybe you're just feeling a little bit defensive at some of the questions because you're new to this. You don't understand that it's okay, that you aren't doing anything wrong. This is weird. This is just different. It's not weird. It's just coming out. I feel like parts are this and then parts are this. So it could be different scenarios in one person's life, in your life. All right, but you're on a new path here as far as your home and family goes. Now, some of you could be starting a family. Some of you may have moved on from family, but you're doing something new and different. You're on a different path. I'm also hearing, if this is I hear spiritual path, but if it's something that you have dealt with for a long time, there's a maturity, a growth here, an understanding, almost like this has been your life for many, many years, but it's new, it's different, it's unique. I think if that's for you, you know it. All right, let's see what we have here in the house of Leo, your 5th house, the house of pleasure, which is ruled by the sun. Look at this. Okay, so you're going to feel, whatever this is, whatever this new path is that you are on, you are definitely feeling like this is where you're meant to be. This is the path for you. This is the life, the job, the way to think, the way to feel, your community. You're feeling really good here, okay? Now, I'm also getting a lot of travel. So there may be trips, day trips, weekend trips, vacations. Most of them are going to be very physical, like you actually get in the car and you drive somewhere. Others, though, might be more in the sense that you are visiting places that you're seeing online. So you're not actually going there yet. Maybe that's what you're doing, is planning for the future. Planning a trip, something fun, an activity. But there's definitely travel in your headspace. You're thinking about it, you're daydreaming about it. You feel like this is right, this is good, my life is good. I can move around, I've got some freedom here. And I'm talking on your part. So that's good energy. I'm feeling like by here, the defensiveness is ended. That you are like, this new path comes out, it's declared, something's announced, decided for the greater good. Your greater good, your family's greater good. Everyone's, okay? So this feels nice. It feels like the tension, the stress is eased here. So if somebody was misinterpreting what you were saying or choosing to interpret it incorrectly or being combative with you, that energy, it looks like you're going down a new road. You're not going to allow that to bother you anymore. All right. Let's move on. Let's see what we have in your house of Virgo, which is your 6th house, which is all about your work, what you do that makes you feel like a contributing person to whatever, your family, your society, your job. It's how you feel connected to other people and how you feel your self-worth and your health, your mental, physical, spiritual health. Looking pretty good here now. Oh, I said now. Spirit said now. So it must be this was really troubling to you. There's stability here, financial stability, emotional stability. You've got more than enough to give to others at this point too. And you're giving, you're offering a helping hand here to someone else. Either spiritual support, financial support, emotional support. Yeah, you're definitely giving something to somebody here. I'm getting here too with this Wheel of Fortune in your house of pleasure that you could have won a vacation, a trip. And that may be why you're going or checking things out online before going. So you may be inviting somebody to participate with you, or you may be gifting them this thing that you won. So maybe you aren't personally interested in a Carnival cruise where you have to sit through a presentation to get it, but you're going to go to the presentation so that you can go. Or you're going to let them go, whatever, okay? Somehow you're gifting them whatever you come across. I don't see anyone having any physical ailments other than like maybe you twisted your ankle or stubbed your toe recently and you're just kind of taking it a little easier than normal. So yeah, just taking it easier. But you're getting ready. I mean, you're like, if something comes up, you're up and going. You're fine. Okay. I just heard investing in your retirement fund. So maybe there was a boon here. You received something. Oh, a dividend from your retirement fund. Something of that nature. Like I'm getting dividends, payback. Something grew, something's good, and you're gifting someone here. In the house of Libra, your 7th house here. Ruled by Venus. Slow moving. Steady, sturdy, reliable energy. So something's going to grow. Something is growing here. This is your partnership. So your relationships in your personal life, your business life, I feel like this is like fertile ground for new things to happen. And you're going to kind of dive in a little slow, take it easy, just enjoy it. Again, I'm still getting this with this travel. So like you're not going to rush into anything. And again, you might offer it up to somebody else. Yeah. So this might be the beginning, I'm hearing, of a new collaboration, partnership, business type partnership. But also it could be taking a friend relationship to a new level. So maybe you've always been interested in this person that is your friend as a romantic partner, but you've never acted on it. This may be the time that this happens for some of you. And I'm not saying to do something about it. I'm saying it looks like it could be this is the time that this happens. They may bring it to you, or you may bring the idea to them. But it's fertile ground. I mean, there's like receptivity here. Like any ideas that are planted, any collaborations that are offered, worked on, any partnerships, they're going to bloom. They're going to grow. And it's not going to be overnight. It's going to be a slow process, but it's going to be worth the effort. Definitely a very good reading here. All right, let's move into the house of Scorpio, which is your 8th house transformation. Yeah, you're in an in-between phase here with the Temperance card. You're discovering a new day, a new way, a path into the future, but you have to deal with the here and the now. So you've got high hopes here, and you're balancing those with what needs to be taken care of right now. So you're trying or working on something here that you know is going to be good for the future. So whatever ideas, whatever plans, partnerships, collaborations, you're focused on what you can do right now to learn more about that person, to get more involved, to be present, to understand, because you can see the road ahead. It's the road to victory, and the road to victory is paved, what do they say, with good intentions? But this is more than you just having good intentions. This is you really being in the present moment so that you don't, I'm hearing, so nobody what's the word? What's the word, Spirit? I'm hearing misconveys, which is not a word. All right. So nobody misconstrues. There's the word that it was right there on my tongue, tip of my tongue the whole time. The wrong way. You don't want things heard the wrong way. You want to make sure everybody's on the same page. You want to keep and maintain positive, peaceful, agreeable energy here. So I kind of feel like this is not just one person here. Like you might have a business thing going on and you're in the energy of, all right, what can we do here? I need to be present. I need to understand. I need to commit. But I'm also hearing that if there was somebody over here, a romantic partner, a friend or something that was taking what you were saying the wrong way, or you were feeling defensive, whatever, you're wanting to make sure all of your relationships are on an even keel. All right, so this is good. Let's move into the house of Sagittarius, house 9, which is all about your higher learning, skills, talents. This is also the house of your secrets, your, oh no, that's your house of resources, secrets, inheritances. Sorry about that, not feeling good again. Yeah, so here, I don't feel like there's any secrets. I feel like you're in the moment. You're being honest. You're being open with whoever. You're sharing the resources. You're pulling them together. You're accounting for the resources, what you can offer, what they're going to offer, where you want to put your energies. This is you being very open, very present in order to, I'm literally hearing, transform the energy around a negative situation. Okay, so I feel like you've already been working on that, but you've done something different here that has brought in right here, somewhere in this King of Swords to the Hermit energy here. So between your 3rd and 4th house, something changed. You did something different. You no longer sacrificed your reputation, your energy, your thoughts, your heart space. I feel like you set someone straight and you're on a new path now. All right, so this could be about inheritances, and I do mean that literally, like what is being passed on to children. This could have been what the argument was too. Why you're feeling defensive. You earned something. It's yours. It's nobody else's. And somebody else may be saying that it is theirs. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like you have any secrets here. I don't think you're holding back either. I think you're being very clear and open in your communication. You're not being cruel, you're not being harsh, but somebody may be taking that way because they can't handle the truth. All right, let's move on to your house is Sagittarius, house 9. There is a disappointment here. Yeah, somebody's heart's broken because you're going to be honest, you're going to be clear. They don't like how you are conveying, but it's not you, it's them. So I would not worry about this 3 of Swords here. I'm also getting you're moving above. You're moving, like your knowledge of something is above what somebody else has. Your ability to do something is more than what they have. I'm getting this as somebody that you may have been in a partnership with, a business, a collaboration, a friend that you were dealing with, and they just, see, you were sacrificing here. Always sacrificing yourself, your reputation, your time, but you were the one who put your energy into it, and they didn't, and they're trying to claim this as their own, and they're just going to be disappointed here. You're going to be disappointed because I'm getting that this particular person, you're on a different path than them. So they may be like hurt, offended, they may leave. Oh, but you're going to rise above that. You're smarter than that. You're not going to let, it could be this is what this person does, is tell you, I'm so disappointed in you. How can you be that way? How can you, and it's not you, that's them. That's their perception, and they expect you to act the way they would act. Oh, okay. And they didn't, I'm getting here an image of you putting in a lot of effort on something, and they did very little to nothing. And now you've got new partner, new collaboration, or new ideas, or new energy. You're letting something go. You're not sticking with that anymore. And they want it. They want it. But it's not for them. All right, let's look at your house 10 here, Capricorn, your reputation. What's going on? See, you've got freedom. I am hearing, ooh, chills. Some of you won a big chunk of money. Some of you inherited money. Some of you earned this money the good old-fashioned hard way, which I don't think it's perfect, but you put all the effort and time and energy into it, and it's paid off. It's paying off. You've got a solid reputation. People look at you as being loyal, someone that they can count on. You always are generous, okay? So you're the type of person who would give the shirt off their back to help somebody else if they were in need, okay? You're not just giving them the shirt off your back if they don't need it. That wouldn't make sense. No, this is you having more than enough for yourself and taking care of yourself, minding your own health, mental, emotional, physical, taking care of your reputation. Didn't I say something about your reputation at the beginning of this, defending your reputation? All right, so I do feel like that's tied in here. And the house of Capricorn, Capricorns, I should say, are those that take satisfaction in receiving that which they have worked for. Okay, so they don't like somebody just to hand them a gift. They feel like they have to earn it to some degree. I mean, don't get me wrong. They like presents. Everybody likes a present. But like, they don't want somebody just saying, here you go, yep, go away. You know, like, Capricorns are down to earth and practical in that sense, that they want to feel satisfaction through what they've done. And that's the energy that keeps coming through here on this defensive. I put the time in, I put the work in, I did this, and tried to work with you. You didn't want to pull your weight. Now you want to claim what's mine. No. So you're standing fast here, and people around you know who you are. They know that they can count on you to be honest and open here. Okay? So I don't know who this person is. I really don't, but you're definitely turning this situation around. They're going to be disappointed. You're disappointed in them, but they are definitely going to be disappointed because you're moving in a whole new direction here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your 11th house, your friendships, your communities, your tribes, where you feel you fit in. Queen of Wands, you're doing pretty well here. You're feeling pretty secure. I'm actually hearing like you're not the top dog. I know that isn't the way it should come out, but you're not the top dogs in something, okay? Like, you're not the ultimate authority, but you've got so much sway and input that your reputation here, that may be why you're defending your reputation, because you are somebody of authority. You have some sort of public reputation here. Interesting. So this could be, this whole situation, or parts of it could be you dealing with your community, your tribe. It looks like you're doing very well. You're confident, you're protective, you're loyal, you're trusting your intuition. I don't see this playing out any other way. This is going to keep your stability. You've got a good reputation, and it's going to stay. It's going to stick. But yeah, there's definitely a challenge there. All right, let's move into your 12th house. The house of Pisces, what's happening behind the scenes, unconsciously, the subconscious. Look at that. Seeking justice without doing anything. And that's the way to do it. Just saying, I know things will balance themselves out. I know that things will go the right way because I know who I am. When you know who you are and that you're not a cheat, you're not lying to people, you're very open and you're very straightforward. When you're that, people know exactly who you are. That doesn't mean you don't have a darker side. We all have a darker side. But what you give to the world it looks like you sacrificed quite a bit here. Now, I am also getting a message here about possibly being in a partnership, relationship, a marriage where you gave and gave and gave and the other person didn't. They always took. I mean, they put in their part. They put in something, but they want to try to claim that they were the one in the right when everyone around can see that's not true. So your reputation's going to stand. Again, I'm getting like messages that this ties into the message from earlier today. I think it was today. Let me check my chart. Oh, no, maybe it was yesterday's messages. I've got, it's an honor, a matter of honor. Yeah, so it could be yesterday's, it could be this morning's too. This passes quickly, so check those out. I'll attach one of each, and hopefully that helps you out if you have more questions here. Let's get you an oracle message. So justice brings everything full circle. You won't have to defend yourself much longer, so you won't need to feel defensive. Let's get you an oracle message. I've got the Oracle of the Everyday Witch. Let's see what's going to come out here. Oh, I can't do that right now, so we'll feather pick. Affirmation for healing the heart. Interesting. I mean, especially with that Three of Swords showing right there. Here we go. Found the right book. First time I put my fingers out. All right, so that feels like, yep, fire, which is the Aries, the Queen of Wands energy, Leo, Sag. Page 69, which is Cancer energy. All right, so what have we got here? Life can be tough, and there are times when all of us feel sad and brokenhearted. Relationships that don't work out, the loss of pets or human loved ones, illnesses, disappointments. There are plenty of things that leave us wounded and aching, and it is okay to be sad. But when the sadness doesn't go away, or it interferes with our ability to function in a healthy way, we may need to look outside ourselves for help in moving past it. All right, so I do feel like you're very balanced here. So this could be talking about the person that you are dealing with. All right, it says, be kind to yourself and allow others to be kind to you. So you're no longer sacrificing, so you are being kind to yourself. You're taking that into account. This card may mean you have a heart that is in need of mending. If so, what are you doing to help the process along? Are you doing your best to heal, or are you wallowing? I feel like that's the other person again. If you need help in healing, are you looking for it and accepting it if it is offered? I do feel like if that's your energy, you are reaching out. All right. And look around you. And if you see someone who is dealing with heartbreak, reach out and offer a hug or a shoulder to lean on, or just an ear to listen. Okay, so I keep feeling like this is someone else, not necessarily your energy. I mean, you're disappointed, no doubt, in that person. All right, let's get you an angel number here. Let me know, is this message yours? Are you resonating with it? Does this make sense for one person? Is this all one person that you're dealing with? Or is it maybe multiple people? Is it different situations? I feel like a lucky break is definitely coming your way because you've changed your perspective and the way you're doing things. Look at that. 999, 3 9s. Release. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might as well take advantage of the better ones coming in. If you are or have been experiencing a change or conclusion and ending, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters might be helpful. How can you make room for something new and beautiful to come into your life? All right. I'm hearing to get you one more oracle message here. What we got? The Talisman Oracle, I guess it's called. You got Luna, the moon, your emotions, your compassion for yourself and for others. I don't think this card's ever come out during one of the readings. That's funny. Yeah, it's the Talisman Oracle. Let's see what Luna has in store for you. Thankfully, this book is done alphabetically, and I opened up almost to the page. All right, so it says here, this card represents the freedom of desire and the illuminated path of moonlit dreams. The night can bring comfort to let your imagination fly and to show your wild side. In the dark, our subconscious can bring to the surface vivid clues of a hidden situation. You've got justice in that right there. You can achieve your goals and desires if you pay close attention to the limitations of logic and reason. This card may also represent prophetic dreams and the unrealized wild side that calls upon you to take action. All right, it says you can use this energy to conjure some moon magic and to evoke prophetic dreams, epiphanies, and intensify your imagination. You can also use this card if you're having trouble sleeping. All right. The moon has the power to induce our subconscious dreams. All right, so express your deepest wishes. Set some intentions here. Be clear on what you are desiring. And I do feel like that's what is happening here. You're gaining clarity, a new perspective. You've sacrificed long enough, and something's about to change. You're on a whole different path here. I really like this message for you. All right, we're going to get you a spirit animal card, and then I think I'm going to end because I'm not feeling good again. I don't know what's going on. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. Okay, we've got penguin. Yes, see, this is about your reputation, being authentic, being real, being open and honest. All right. It says here, reach out to your tribe when you are in times of need. Family and community are what gives you strength when you face the storms. Love your own uniqueness because you are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself, okay? Beautiful energy there. Penguin, very loving, caring group of penguins right there. Adult, middle-aged, and child. And not middle-aged, like older, like, you know what I mean. Adolescent, there's the word. An adult, adolescent, and child. And I just heard Chad. All right, you got two more cards here. The hawk, the messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. So be sure to open your eyes and your greater vision so that you can connect with the messages, see the signs, focus on the priorities of your life, and eliminate any distractions. If you need to go on a different path, do so. Because you have a bright future ahead. Let yourself ascend. Let yourself rise to those new heights. All right, and here you are, your B, the community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything that you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness because you are the queen, male or female, of abundance. Okay, that's just the community. You're the leader. And look, you're the queen of wands in your own community, in your tribe. So you are definitely the leader of abundance here. You offer a lot to people, but you're not going to sacrifice yourself anymore for this one. I feel like this is one energy. All right, my loves, I hope you've enjoyed this. Until next time, I'm going to wish you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.